Hello, it's John from High Oak Junction. Welcome to the last video of 2024, and in this video we'll be reviewing what we've done at High Oak Junction in 2024. I just can't believe how quick this year's gone. Here we are, the eve of a new year, so we've got many projects to do for the upcoming year. So with this video we'll just review what we've done over this coming year on the layout, the purchases we made. And actually, I've got a clue for one of the purchases I made just recently, and that is this, the Acura scale class 37 with sound fitted, the Acura Thrash sound. And as you can see now, it's going round the sound, and it just blew me away. But I did have issues with the sound. After when I had it first got it, sound used to keep cut out each time you set the sound on. It ran for a second, 2 seconds, and switch itself off. And so I thought I might have to take it back to the shop. But what I've done over the weekend, I just done a bit of research, typed into Google as you do, class 37 sound issues on Acura scale. Straight away I took it to YouTube and a couple of videos I found where one's had the same issue. The loco could run and move and that, but just no sound. And one of the guys said he emailed Acura scale. They got back to him quickly and said, look, if you go to your CV address, CV64, and he says, and take the sound level, because it all comes out to fracture 190 or 195, and there's been some issues out. I think what it is, because it's right up to its maximum level, and I suppose when it peaks the sound, it sort of trips out the decoder, and so what they said is knock it down to 150 and that should cure the problem, because the guy done it and no issues. So I followed suit and done it on my one, and pleased to say I've had no further issues with the sound, and it runs like a dream. It's a fantastic model. I have got the other 37. This is my Barkman one, but it's the earlier tooled one, so it hasn't really got a patch on the Acura scale model. But the new Barkman ones are good. They're better than the other ones, but I still think the Acura scale have the edge. So well done Acura scale, and well done for doing a train with cracking sound, especially that Acura Thrash speaker inside. So that's one of the purchases I made just recently, and I made another one, or I made two actually, because as I got this 37, as you saw in the video, I bought a couple of extra blue and grey rolling stock from TMC. So this is a second open or second corridor brake, and then I bought a mini buffet car as well in the BR blue and grey, because I already had a weathered Mark. Let's put this on the track. I already had a weathered Mark 1 blue and grey first class, but I didn't have a brake or buffet. So I thought if I get a buffet and brake, I can do a mix with my maroon. And as you saw in that video earlier, that little clip, it works really well. But when I was on TMC website ordering them two coaches, on the home page was advertising this, the Hornby 9F Black Prince. Now on their home page, recommended retail price was £269, and they were doing a deal of £149 for the Black Prince. So I've been wanting to get the 9F for a little while. It's been on my wish list, I suppose, at shows. If it came down in price, that I would get one, and they're still being sort of coming out sort of between 200 and 225 pounds. So no, I need a bit cheaper than that. So when I saw this at 149 pounds, that was a no-brainer, and so I purchased it. And to be honest, I'm glad I got this, because it is special, because I've rode on this loco a few times now, and also it's based not far from me at the North Norfolk Railway at Churning. So or currently it's not at the moment, it's now at Bressingham in storage because it's tickets out, so it's on the roster to be repaired, but obviously they haven't got much space at North Norfolk, so it's now at Bressingham till they have time to do it. So that's another model I've purchased. So that's, it's been a good year for purchasing locos on the layout. There's been some good bargains. I bought my little 2MT tender loco at the beginning of the year at Ali Pally, and I'm trying to think what else I brought. There was another loco. I lose track what locos I brought. I've got so many now. So obviously I had ones weathered this year by Neville Grove. I've had sound fitted this year by Digitrains. And another good news as well this month, I received a parcel from Hornby Hobbies. I had an email from them saying your parcel's in the post, they'll be with you the next couple of days, and I thought my wife would use my email address for her scale electric, because she's got a little scale electric set she likes to have muck about on, and I know she ordered some stuff, and I thought that was that. So I said, "Oh, you used my email address?" I said, "No, I used my email address." I said, "Oh, it's funny because I got an email saying you," because no, and she showed me her email, and then the penny dropped. It was my S15 and Malcolm's Fane of Fife were winging their way back to me, and first of all I thought that's a bit odd. I haven't had no other emails or phone calls saying, right, we'll fix your loco, here's the bill, pay on by card or whatever, and then we'll ship it out to you. But they had carried out the work free of charge. So what were the issues? Well, both had the same issue, and that was a defunct motor. So both have got brand new motors and are running, as you can see here. This is the Fane of Fife running on the layout, and then we have here the S15, so all working and once again active on the layout. So it's been a good month really, a couple of purchases, a couple of locos back. The only downside, sad to say, is Malcolm's Lord President. He's P2. He hasn't been around here much this year because his work, and he does work for his grandson and another contractor, so he's very limited on time spending up here, and just grabs odd days when he can, and hopefully he'll be around here tomorrow, all being well, as the weather is looking horrendous from the storm, and he's off work till Monday, so he's going to come round tomorrow and do a bit more on the layout. You'll see later on. But anyway, when he came around here last week, he bought his P2, what has been weathered by Neville Grove, and we thought, great, we'll get it on the layout with these Mark 1 weathered coaches, run it, and do a little video for it, and so Neville Grove can see it. It ran for 10 minutes, and suddenly, well, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and it stopped. Made funny noises. I thought, oh, here we go again, I know that sound. Done a factory reset, it worked for a little while, then it stopped again. And so what Malcolm done, because he came around twice that week, he took the sound decoder out, and then he put the original decoder in and brought it back. We programmed it, went on that, and it worked. I thought, oh great, just a faulty sound decoder. And within 5 minutes, once again, it came to a sudden stop and making them whirry, whining, buzzy noises. And it just made me think of the S15. I thought, yeah, here we go again. And so it'll be another Hornby loco winging its way back to Hornby, and hopefully that will get rectified. Once again, it's only a year old, the model. We only had it a year, just over a year. So so it's sad that there's been issues with motors with Hornby. So hopefully there will be no more issues with locos here at High Oak Junction, but at least we know that'll get sorted, and we'll hear from Hornby. So so that's only dampener for this month at the end of the year. So what we'll do now then, we'll have a quick look what we've done over the year on the layout, and the progress we made, and then we'll look at what future projects will be starting in 2025 here at High Oak Junction. So what we do, we'll take a look at the MPD. That's what we've done this year, and then we'll look at the station area, what's been working this year, and then down the harbour station and part of the branch line as well, and we'll take it from there. So let's have a look at the old MPD. Okay, so this is the MPD area. I haven't really done much works toward the last part of the year. I just created another road, but I'm going to put another road in here for more storage of wagons, and I still got to do the point where the fuel refueling points are, and then finish doing the drop of wires. So once that's done, then I can test the running of it, and then I can start weathering the track and getting that compact ballast and dirty around the depot areas and the fueling points. But yeah, I'm happy how it's turned out. There's still a little bit more to do, and I've got to redo the back scene there because we had some issues when we'd redone the board. So that's gonna, well, it's not a big problem. We'll get that sorted out, and I'll probably redo it because the lighting for the street lamps are easy access for the wiring, and so we can, if there's any future issue, I can just pull. I might just have this front wall board magnetic, so that means you can just pull it away so you can get access to the street lamps if you need to replace them, if the bulbs go or whatever, or have to rewire something. So, but we'll cross that bridge where it comes. So yeah, so that's coming on slowly but surely, and really pleased how it's looking around that part of the layout. So what we'll do now, we'll have a look at the station area and what we've progressed with since beginning of the year and this last few weeks. Okay, so now we're in the station area. We've really made progress over the last few weeks on this part of the layout. We've put the coal station in place now, and we've created a little road here for a little storage of the wagons. And track's not, some of it's slightly pinned down, Mountain's just slightly pinned it down so you get an idea how it's going to look. We're going to put some more track in here, piece of flexi run. We can't put a pit in this side because we've got the beam coming running that well this way in the way, so you can't get a pit in there. So I think Mountain's going to put, if I can remember, the two inner ones I'm going to have pits in. So that's going to be done, but it's so much better being positioned there. It's just totally changed the station area to how it was before. That's going to be wedged in that where just the other side of the turntable, and that just didn't look right. But now it's much better, and what we've done now, because of that, repositioned the engine shed, we've got this area here out for you. We've got 6 roads now. We've got road here, and that will fit in a 6-coach rake. We've got this one here, what's a 5-coach rake. We've got this one here, will fit in 4, and here we can, when it's done, I think it's just going to get maybe 3 coaches in this one here, definitely 2, and this one here will just be 2 coaches, like a push-pull set, or a couple of Suburbans, or we can have 3 Suburbans in there. There we've got the my Royal Mail coaches, they're the sorting vans, so they'll be there nicely situated. So it means you can load up with the posts on from the platform or whatever, or just be there where they'll be stored when not being used. And then here we've purchased a 3-way point. So it means you've got the point come off here. There should be a flexi track in there for the station pilot, will be sitting in there. So it means you can move the stock around. This one goes down to the coach and stock, this road, and this road here will come down on this road here to the turntable, or come off here to the engine sheds. You can see we've got the little depot there, the office for the engine driver or fire crew or staff before they go on their shift and take the loco out of the engine shed. So that's nice. Going to be a little scene here. We've got a nice little area. We can have some vans, cars, little lorries, and sort of debris drums, oil drums we can have. There might be a wagon with no wheels. It can be like a storage shed up against the bank there. So it's going to create a nice little scene there. And then here we come to the house. Let's get in there. We've got a little greenhouse. As you can see there, a little greenhouse. Sort of work out where to position. Might position there, or I might come on this side. But we've got the drive in and the path around the house. We've got the flower bed between the grass and the gravel, and then we'll just put a little gate on the front. And then we can create a little scene in there. Put a little bench on the grass so someone can sit on the bench and look at the trains go by while sitting in the garden. So we can have a little hedgerow around the house as well. Not a tall hedge, a small hedge. So so that's really nice. Just made use of the little house I had spare sitting about in my box of bits. The road has progressed this year. You think beginning of the year there was nothing here at all. We can see in the picture here. And now we've created this scene now. It's really made a difference to layout having this road now, and creating this road down to the harbour station. And there we have the harbour station, and you probably can see what we've done. We have reused the Art Deco station building and seating area, what we had on the main High Oak Junction station, what we boxed up we weren't going to use, and we were going to put it on eBay, but I thought I'd make good use of it here. So let's have a closer look. So here we have the Art Deco station. I just made me think of a station in real life on the west coast or south coast what had an Art Deco sort of look to it anyway. So I thought I would use it here, and it works really well on the layout. So I'm making good use of it. So in the end, we don't need to sell it on eBay and put the money to someone else. We can use it here on the harbour station. The platforms are cut already, so I've just got to fix them down and do a bit of wood filling. We've got the curved bit there. We've got the good shed in situ there, the points there. So it's all come together quite quickly actually. So all I've got to do at the front here, got to build some steps. I've got some wood here I'm going to use to create some steps at the front to go up onto the main platform station building, the entrance. And then we've got the created little parking area here for a bit of taxi. So there'll be a short little parking bay on this side, and I create a little short parking bay on this side, and probably a little wall there to where the end of the track is for the goods shed. So you can get a coach in there, or have the coach at the front and parking for cars. And then the road will continue here. There'll be a gate across here and fence, because this will be where the goods shed is and the vehicles in there and bits and pieces. And then what goes down to the sidings and all the infrastructure for that. So so this has came about quite quickly really, this part of the layout, sort of the latter part of the year, because obviously we had to wait for that bridge. That's what slowed things up. But fine, we got it in August. So it's the last really few months that we made progress with this part of the layout, and I'm really pleased how it came about. So obviously we'll have some line side fencing running down there. There'll be a signal in there, and then we'll have a signal up here as well on the branch. So you know, that'll be the old Dapol motorised one, so that'll work nicely, and a bit of playability on the layout as well. So you know, this year we've made great progress on the harbour station, the main station, and you know, so really pleased how it's coming about. So what we're going to do for 2025, well, that'll be finishing the harbour station, but also Tiffy Valley here. So this is the wood we've got for Tiffy Valley, because we'll be ripping it up and put new boards down and new track work for the station. So let's have a look what we'll be doing at Tiffy Valley. Well, first of all, excuse the mess in this section. This is bit of a storage area at the moment as part of the layout. It's been sorting stuff out, other places in the layout. But this will be probably the big project for 2025, and that is the Tiffy Valley station. We've got the plywood sheets ready. So what we'll be doing, we'll be cutting just here where just the side of the tunnel mouth, all across to where that point is just there, where that lift off section is. So what we're going to do is just build this out a bit more, so we can create a siding here for this goods shed. This goods shed here, it's the Hornby scaled arrow range, matches the station building and other little buildings there, and the water tower. So Malcolm's already painted them crimson, so obviously you'll have to paint this crimson here to match, and all the guttering there. And this will be situated here, and because as we build the board out, the wall will be probably about here, where this next to siding of the coal wagons. So it means we can increase it by at least good 4 inches. So that means we can have a point in here and have a little head shunt from the goods shed. And on this loop track here, I've got this cattle dock here, so I was thinking about positioning it around here, and then have a point off here, and that'll just be a dead end siding for about 3 or 4 cattle wagons for the cattle dock. And because once again this road will be built out, so you can have an access road to the goods shed and lorries for the cattle dock as well. So that'll probably be one of the big projects for this year after the harbour station. So what I'll do, I'll rip all this out, put the new frame in, boards, track work, and the signalling, and the drop of wires, and also for lighting as well, because we did rush this. So I suppose we're so keen to get trains up and running on the layout when we first started on it, but now you learn from your mistakes and you take more time, as we noticed from the other parts of the layout now, how bit of forethought and planning, it improves the playability of the layout, and obviously the function of the layout too. So once that's all pitting the tracks down, everything good to go, and then Malcolm will be on here building the platforms, creating a longer length for the DMU, and obviously doing other certain areas on the platform. The signal box will stay the same. What will be the tool signal box will be positioned there, and yeah, that'll be another station up and running again. So a lot of things happening at High Oak Junction for 2025. As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give it a like. And if you want to leave any comments, you can leave in the comments below, or you can email me directly at highoakjunction@gmail.com if you want to add some comments or suggestions for the layout. I also like to say thank you for the new subscribers in 2024. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the channel. I hope you enjoyed the journey with us at High Oak Junction, and see the thrilling informants of progression on the layout here up in the loft. So all the best for 2025, and as I always say, stay safe, keep well, and most importantly, keep modelling. Catch you again soon.